guys, good morning. Okay, so safe to say it's been a little while. So I don't know if I filmed since before Christmas, but it is currently New Year's Eve, so happy New Year's Eve, everybody. I hope everyone is having a great new year. Obviously, you guys won't see this, it won't be posted till after, so unfortunately, I do apologize for that. But I do hope that everyone had a great New Year's Eve. So, basically, Christmas was, Christmas, crazy, yada yada yada. Trying to like recap on everything because you guys have missed a bit. But basically, so day after Christmas, I started working a lot more on my gold awards. So I can show you guys. I built this entire lovely mud kitchen right here. I think it's turned out so well. Took me 7 hours though. I went through a lot of movies while building that, but it turned out great. It's stable. It works. The door, even, we finally figured it out, but there were so many parts where I'm like, this is completely backwards. So everything was backwards, upside down, and in between, and you had to fix everything with it, and the knobs don't turn. It didn't come that way, unfortunately, but now I get to go on to the next step of painting it. Fun for me. But no, I do really like it, and I think that the kids there will really like it, so I am really happy about it and excited. But at the same time, it did like take literally half of my will to live, and my soul, and 7 hours of my life to build that thing. But like, it's worth it. I think it's really cute, and obviously it has a lot of new features that you don't see in a lot of mud kitchens. I think the kids will really like the little water dispenser. I think is so cool, and I think they'll absolutely love that. So I am super excited about it, and I hope that they really like it. But yeah, not the point. So I spent like 2 days working on that and then I finished painting my little bench that I was showing you guys. I forget if I filmed it or not. But yeah, it turned out absolutely beautifully. So we're gonna wait until everything's done, and then I guess just make a day trip to put everything down there. But we have the sand. The little picnic table is all painted. I absolutely adore it. I think it's so cute, and I think the kids will love it. But after that, me and a friend, and then her little brother, and then my 2 little brothers, and of course our parents all went to this sort of like water park, like hotel place. They also had an arcade with some, like, there was a roller coaster in there. They had like the little drop tower, this ride that flips you upside down. That was really fun. We went on that like 7 different times. So we had a ton of fun. My brother is also a literal claw machine master. He got like 5, so he got a giant gummy bear stuffed animal. He got me this because I was trying to win it. I could not. Spent like all my money trying to win it. Did not. And then he got me this as well. So he got me both of them. There's another one that my friend has, but like she already had it, so we're like, now we can match. And then he got a miniature gummy bear to go with his gummy bear. And then they had a like giant capybaras. I believe that's how you say it. And they have like miniature ones. He got my brother miniature ones. My brother really wanted one of those. He is literally like generally so amazing at claw machines. Like, I don't know what type of luck this kid has, but it's amazing. But I did figure I don't need 2 of these, so they're so cute and I love them. But I think I'm going to be giving this one because it's even though it is my favorite color, it's also my friend Olivia's favorite color, so I think that she'll like it. And then we can have like little matching ones. So I already have a different Christmas present for her with like a little lip gloss I thought that she would like, and like this really soft blanket, since like, I don't know, every single year I feel like someone's giving someone a blanket. Like last year she got me a blanket, so this year I'm getting her a blanket. Got to return the favor. Super soft though, so I think she'll love it. But I thought that this was something like, I know it's kind of last minute, but I thought it was cute and we'll go with it. And then we get like little matching ones, and it is her favorite color. So that was perfect. And then yesterday I did not film because me and my friend we went to this little bakery with our moms, which was really fun. So we all went out to lunch together. And then I've known her since I was like 9 because we met through Girl Scouts. So absolutely adore her. Like generally one of my my comfort person, like one of my favorite people, right? And then we went to Half Price Books. So I'll give you guys a little haul. But we were there for like hours. It was so much fun. So I have a short and sweet little book haul because I have way too many books at the moment and I need to read and like lower my TBR. Because my TBR is out of the TBR cart and is piling up on the floor. Like yesterday they had this beautiful like 20 different like sets, or like, well, they had a set, but it was like 20 different volumes in there of encyclopedias, and I've been talking with my mom about possibly getting like a little set of encyclopedias because my AP Euro teacher was talking about it and like really influenced me on it. Which I know like Courtney, you're really easily influenced, but it's like, guys, I want a set of encyclopedias. Like I can just sit on my bedroom floor learning new things and like flipping through it, like. So anywho, they let me look through it yesterday, but you have to buy the whole set, and obviously it is a very large set, which is very overwhelming, I guess you could say, and I'm not that ambitious. But also, so I do really want it, but at the same time I think we're gonna wait, because one, I mean, don't get me wrong, it wasn't too expensive. You can find ones online that are like $500, or if Highschool books, theirs was only $100, but he was willing to mark it down to $80 for us, which like so grateful for that. But I don't have the space in my room for it. I need a whole nother bookshelf to just house the books that are on my ground right now, never mind buying new books, even though I just did. It's okay though, guys. I mean, I got Christmas money for a reason, so I could buy more books, obviously. Anywho, moving to the point. But just to finish up my story, sorry, real quick, I did not end up getting them at Trust half-price books. I will be back for those. But moving on, I did get 3 new books. So first I got English architecture. This is like a ton of Gothic architecture, which I'm really into. Actually, I did try to design a cathedral on Chief Architects, which is what we use in my architecture class. So I thought that this seemed really interesting and a really cool book to read. So I'm super excited about this. And then next, I used to see this one recommended all the time, and I would always go to the bookstore and I would see it everywhere. And I would always tell myself okay, I'll get it eventually. This was also, that one was actually only I think $5 or $6 for the architecture one, so it was super cheap. This one was about $12 if you include tax, right? But it's technically $11.50. But it's Shadows Between Us. It's supposed to be, I'm pretty sure this girl marries this king to then murder him. And I don't know, I'd heard about it for years. I once again kept putting off buying it and just never got around to it. I'm also just now realizing it has a built-in bookmark. I did not notice that yesterday. Oh my gosh. But I saw this copy and I thought this copy was absolutely beautiful. I was like, there's literally a built-in bookmark. Oh my gosh. Wait, come out. Just give me a second. Oh wait, is it? It's attached to the front and bottom, or is it put in a different page? Oh no, okay, yeah. It has a built-in bookmark. I did not notice that when I first bought it because it was kind of tucked away. Oh my, I'm loving this more and more. But anywho, this had sprayed edges, which I thought were absolutely beautiful. Also, look on the inside, there's this beautiful map, that's part of the book. And then, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So it's probably a good thing that I didn't get this book sooner, or else I would probably have not have bought this beautiful edition. So I'm so excited about that bookmark, by the way. I did not see that before. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I thought it was, I've been wanting, this has been my TBR for a while, my wish list for a while. I always see it, and then I kind of I'll pick it up, and then I'll find a new book, and I'll choose that book over this. But I feel it's not too long. It was obviously quite cheap, so I'm super happy with it, and it's so beautiful. And then finally, to end off my haul, I got the Atlas 6. This was another one that I had seen a long time ago. I never really cared too much about reading it, but I also didn't know too much about it. I read the synopsis yesterday. I think it's about 6 different magicians. And it sounded really interesting. Once again, I'd heard about it for a while. It was only about $10. So yeah, I'm super excited to read those. And that is my short little book haul. Hey guys, okay, so I just finished up listening to Just SZA and making my grilled cheese. Look how good it looks. If you know me and have watched my videos, I love grilled cheese. It's super easy to make and it tastes so good. But anywho, originally I was just gonna watch Big Hero 6, enjoy my little grilled cheese. But I was thinking, in honor of the New Year, since today is New Year's Eve, I would go over some little accomplishments for you guys. And I think that this could be a good way to just share what I've done this year and reflect on it. But also in a few years I can look back and see how far you've grown since then, and just a lot of things I did. I'm really proud of myself for this year. So I will forewarn, none of these I feel are well, okay, there is one that other people I think would agree with. Some of them are more just personal, I guess goals or accomplishments, right? Or may not seem super grand, but I'm they're pretty basic things that everyone has to do, but at the same time I'm happy that I got to do them this year, and I'm proud of myself for doing them. So I'm gonna go over my little accomplishments or little fun things that I did and just reflect on the year with y'all. So originally my plan was to make I had this little, the pizza cookies. So I have something like that where it's basically that without the ice cream. I get to make it. So I got that for Christmas, and I'm super happy about it. We're actually gonna see if we can make the brownie one tonight. And I really wanted to do that and put the little sticks in it, do a whole video about that. But at the same time, I feel it would be a lot easier to just include it in this video. So a few days ago, I was actually once again planning out that video, which I will likely not be doing anymore, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna say it in here. Right, but to say goodbye to 2025, happy New Year's Eve, everyone. We're just gonna say some random things. I just kind of proud of myself for accomplishing this year. So, see, I don't know if I should just say the things I did, or if we should do the whole pretend I have the little stick, hi, I'm Courtney, and this year, yada yada yada, So I'll go. Okay, so hi, I'm Courtney, and this year I got confirmed. I'm Catholic, and that was one of my final sacraments. It was super fun. I'm really glad that I got to do it, and then we all got to go to Texas Roadhouse afterwards. But yeah, I got confirmed this year. Okay, Hi, I'm Courtney, and something really exciting is I got accepted as an architecture major for RISD pre-college. So this summer I will be spending 5 weeks in Rhode Island for their summer program. Okay, hi, I'm Courtney, and this year I learned how to make new foods. I'm still quite young. I mean, I am a junior in high school, but I feel like it's time I start picking up more of those skills. And before this, all I could make was like mac and cheese from a cup or like food from a box, like all my baked goods. And what was it? Like, what's it? Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of it. Cheese quesadillas. And recently I started looking at more, well, not recently, but like this past year, I've looked at a lot more recipes and stuff like that on Pinterest and actually ventured out to like trying new recipes or like combining different foods. I made like these really good cookie croissants. I learned how to make grilled cheese. I learned how to make like this really good like tortilla pizza thing that I think is so delicious. There's like these little, you just take a Baby Bell and like the biscuits, like the Pillsbury ones, and you put it inside and like you put like these different like garlic powder and stuff on it, and it's so good. And I just learned all these new recipes that I feel like, I'm just really happy that I'm learning. Anywho, and next this year I started driving. I also got my permit in June. I will say I was a bit late to getting my permit. I could have done that in 2024, and I definitely put it off way longer than I had to, but I did it, so I'm really proud of myself for that. Sorry, I'm like playing with my hair so much. I like need to do something with my hands. Okay, this one is another thing. I'm doing it again. I'm just gonna put my hands under me. But this one, hi, I'm Courtney, and this year I learned to finally take my medicine, or like actually learn how to swallow a pill. I was diagnosed with cyclic vomiting syndrome, about my freshman year, but I have struggled with symptoms since I was 9. I know no one asked Courtney, and I know, I'm sorry, I don't want to be annoying, but just like got that out of the way. So, but obviously I was like prescribed a lot of different medication for that, and I never got around to taking it. I never learned how to take it, because for the nausea pills that they would give you, like that you had to swallow, like, okay, I can take medicine, but before that I could only take chewable medicine. Like, I refused to swallow anything, because like I had these really big capsule pills, and then I had some anxiety medication and just like regular allergy medication, a few other things, right? And I finally learned how to take the allergy medication and like actually swallow it, which once again doesn't sound like a big thing, but I've been trying to just like mentally get myself to like swallow a pill since freshman year of high school, and I'm now finally able to do it, so I'm super proud of myself for that. Okay, then where are we? Oh, next I got my first job. So this summer I started working at my neighborhood community pool, and it was the first, like, technically, I mean, I've been babysitting and pet sitting since I was 13, and you obviously make money from that. But my first like paycheck job ever, it was a great experience. I will likely be working there for just a couple weeks this summer before I go off to Rhode Island. But yeah, it was definitely a great experience. I met a lot of great people, and I'm really glad that I got to do that. Okay, so next, my name is Courtney, and as I said, I suffer from cyclic vomiting syndrome. Because I looked it up, and I'm pretty sure as of 2025 it is considered a chronic illness. So I looked that up a few weeks ago, and I've been like discussing this and even like commenting on videos online of like how do you define it. So I don't know if I can actually say that it is or not. If anyone else has more information, I don't know if anyone watching this knows, but if you could help me as like what do I define that as, I would appreciate it. But anywho, point is, so because of that, since I was like 9 years old, I've struggled with symptoms, and I know like it's annoying to like overly talk about it. It's kind of gross, like, and that's not to make anyone else who feel gross, but I personally just feel like really, like, when I'm talking with friends, I try to explain it, but like online I can feel a little insecure about it. Like, people think like I'm very like me and like get kind of annoying about it. So I do apologize for like if anyone, like, you can just skip over this part, right? But just to give like a little explanation for like this new one and why this is an accomplishment, because I know that for most people it wouldn't be, that would be their norm, but for me this is like amazing that I even did this, because I haven't been able to do this since a long time. But when I was 9, I started noticing that I would throw up more regularly. Even my friends like could tell you, like, I would throw up, and it would be normal to them because they were used to be doing that. Around the time, I think before 7th grade, I went to a Girl Scout camp, and I threw up like 3 times in 1 week, and since then I would throw up around, like, as an average of 3 times per month. I did not go a single month in my life without throwing up from then until this year. I went an entire month without throwing up once. I still had sort of episodes where I would feel sick, but it didn't lead to anything, which was really good, so I'm really proud of myself that like I was able to accomplish that. I will say on the bad note, since then, I feel like my average has gone up to 4 times per month since then, but at the same time, my episodes aren't as severe as other people I've seen online with the illness. So, anywho, but in happier news, I read 30 books this year. I will say I am still a bookworm and I still love reading, but I used to read like 50 books a year was always my goal, right? And I would always at least get close to that, if not accomplish that. So I feel like since high school, I've struggled a lot with like finding time to read or even the motivation to. And I've definitely gone down a lot for like what I used to be, and I've always wanted to get back up there. And I feel like I'm finally getting out of like that hole and like making time in my day to read more. And like it wasn't like I wasn't reading before, but it was only like 10 to 5 books a year compared to the 50 that I used to read. And I feel like I'm finally getting up to that. I will admit 5 of those were graphic novels, but I'm really glad like I am getting more up there and was able to read 30 books this year. So I'm super happy. And then with that, I started reading comics this year. I had never read comics before. There was this one, pretty sure. I mean, I still basically last December I asked my grandmother if I could get the original like 10 Amazing Spider-Man Stan Lee comics for Christmas. Anyway, after I read like those, like I started off with the Spider-Man comics, I have ventured out a lot more to getting individual issues at half-price books, getting like, all like a whole like I guess set, you could say, from like Barnes and Nobles. I don't really know what I would like call like when there's a collection of them versus getting individual issues, since I was so used to seeing individual issues. But anywho, and I ventured out a lot more into X-Men. I absolutely love X-Men. I actually just got Uncanny X-Men for Christmas, and I'm on the 6th comic right now, or like 6th issue, and I absolutely adore it. So I'm so excited to keep reading it, especially since I really want issue 18. So I think I own up to issue 16 right now, so I'm like 2 away from it, and then I can get the next few. So, but I absolutely adore it, and I love it. And I'm so glad that, like, I started reading those, because I just love reading so much. Like, I will read literally anything, like from memoirs to historical fiction to magazines to comics to graphic novels to romance, thriller, mystery. Like, I will read absolutely anything. Even a book, like I have a book about Costa Rica, I have a book about architecture. Like, I've been talking about really wanting to get encyclopedias to read through those. Like, I just absolutely adore reading. So excited that I got into comics this year. I absolutely adore it. I also, this year, I graduated therapy. My school put me in therapy, I want to say, end of freshman year. And I was in short-term therapy for a little while. Then I went to long-term therapy, and I ended, I want to say, like, sometime in the spring last year. So, not last year, but, like, earlier this year. It just feels like so long ago now. But yeah, so I've officially been out of therapy for quite a while, but I did get to graduate this year, so I'm really proud of myself for that. Okay, and here's more like silly ones of like just things that I did that that was just a highlight of my year, and like something like I kind of like was fun for me, right? So hi, I'm Courtney, and I got a strike in bowling using my feet. It was so funny. Me and my friends all went bowling, which was another thing. I got to spend a lot more time with my friends and people this year, because normally my like illness that I was talking about it's heavily, I will say, a lot of my triggers for it, let's go with that, for episodes is social anxiety. So like my birthday, Halloween, anytime when I'm like in a social setting, even my own birthday party with my 2 closest friends, I threw up twice that day because I was so anxious that it pushed me into an episode. So this year I feel like I've been doing a lot better about like not completely, I mean, I never really did truly, but like I think when I first learned about and like I've never like completely like locked myself in my room and become Rapunzel or anything, but I think I definitely like held back a bit on certain things. Like my birthday parties for last few years were just like a home sleepovers. I didn't want to push myself over the edge, right? And like after I got diagnosed and like I learned that like that was a trigger for it, I was like very big on avoiding that, but it also meant like I missed out, I feel like, on a lot. So now I've been kind of like, I think better about like, what, who cares? Like I went years, just going out there. I'm used to it now. So I was really happy that I did get to go bowling with my friends. It was so much fun. So it was so funny because I was trying to come up with new ways, like, roll the bowling ball, like versus just regularly, which regularly is great. That's fun, right? But like, I was just like trying to like spin on the ground and push with my feet, or like, like I would like lay down and hit it with my hands, like go through all these different techniques of like ways to push the bowling ball. I thought I was being funny, okay? And turns out it worked out because I was the only one who got a strike, and I'm like sitting down at like in the triangle pose. I pushed my other foot, pushed it forward, and it went and got a strike. Now, after that, I got like no points, and it literally went off like every time, and I probably got the lowest score of our whole group. but that's okay because I had a fun time with my friends. But going off of that, I also this year I did a Ford driving skills thing, which was really fun with some friends of mine, and I got to go drifting in a Mustang, so that was really fun. Like generally one of my new biggest, like I came back to school that like after the weekend, like what did you do this weekend, Courtney? Oh, I went drifting in a Mustang. Like I had so much fun with that, but I generally did really enjoy that experience. Okay, and then also another thing, I tried a lot of new hobbies this year, which I'm super proud of myself for. So I did like pottery sort of for the first time. I mean, obviously I had worked with clay before through like art classes I took in middle school, but like I never actually done like the wheel before, so that was really fun for me to get to try, and I'm so proud of the pieces I created. I also learned how to grout. I will say, to be fair, that was because it was a thing that we did in architecture as required, but I'll actually go get it. I think that it's such a beautiful like little mosaic piece that I did, so I'm so happy to like show it off. Okay, I gotta go put this back in a second, but here's my little pretty mosaic piece. Along with that, I continued to keep reading, keep journaling. I obviously started reading comics. I had not done archery in quite a while, and as you guys can see from my summer vlogs, I was finally getting back into that. Don't get me wrong, it's been really cold recently, so I haven't done it in quite a bit. But I'm happy and like proud of myself that like I did get to try that out, right? And like actually like make use of that, since that is something that I obviously like my parents spent money on that, and it's good to like, you know, get out there and like try it again. So I do like archery, I'm just not at all good at it, so it was fun just to like do it though. I also started doing yoga this year, which was really fun for me. I don't know, I'm not like a super athletic person, and I do need to be better, but I do like love yoga. I have my own little yoga mat that my mom got for me like, when was that, like last December maybe? So okay, technically I think I started doing yoga last December, but like I didn't do it consistently, whereas this year I've like done it throughout this entire year, and I've created like my own little routines and like learned like better positions to try out, and like I feel like I'm having a lot of fun with it. Along with that, I also started trying to do like how do you say it? Is it calisthenics or is it calisthenics? So I don't do calisthenics. Let me get one thing clear. I don't have that strength, but I'm trying to build it. So I've been looking at like little beginner tutorials and like kind of conditioning for it. So I've been doing, what's it? I just said it. Calisthenic conditioning, right? So like learning like how to like, you know, like kind of prepare your body to do like some of those tricks and moves, right? So I'm hoping that eventually I can actually say that I do calisthenics, but until then I'm just trying to like build myself up to get to that point. So I did start doing that this year, and it was super fun. I'm so happy. Along with that, I also started I got like a new little coloring book, and I got really into coloring this year. Like for like a few months straight, like every night before bed I would just spend a whole hour just watching like a Disney movie and doing my little coloring book. So I also got a new coloring book for Christmas this year that I'm super happy to start working on. So yeah, I think there were probably a few other things that I'm forgetting, but those were like the main ones that like, you know, came to mind that like I am super happy that I got to try out and do this year. Hi guys, okay, so I put my rubber bands in, so I'm kind of really embarrassed to show my mouth right now, so I do apologize, but it's just super hard to talk. I hope you guys can still hear me, by the way, but I really did want to say, and this isn't to force my religion on anyone, I hope to never do that. If you guys know the character Nightcrawler, I aspire to be so much like them. But anywho, the sky is just so pretty. Oh, you guys can't even see one. See, it's just so pretty right now, and I'm just so grateful that I get that view. But I was just thinking, like, okay, and not to once again force my religion on anyone, but like just in like the way that like, you know, religiously, right, I am Catholic, and I know that God is like literally a boy dad, but like he just makes the sky so pretty sometimes that it's like so girl dad of him, and it makes me so happy. Like it's so pretty outside. Oh, you guys, there we go. And like it looks fake, but like no, that's my view, and I'm so grateful to live where I live that I get to enjoy that. Anyway, sorry, that's all I had to say. I hope you're all having a great day. I'll see you guys in the next clip. I was watching that back and I feel like it looked kind of fake, so I'm gonna try to see if I can like prove that like this is real. Like I'll just flip the camera, but like just see how pretty it is. Like I don't know, see, like it's not fake, I swear. You can see it, right? It's my camera. I film on Snapchat, so it's so wonky, but like I've been really appreciating the view the last few minutes. It's absolutely gorgeous. Guys, sorry, I'm just now realizing that video like never had an ending. Like I never filmed a conclusion. I'm sorry that was so many random clips. That was supposed to be a like long, like my last video and that video were supposed to be combined, so it just got crazy. But anywho, I hope you all had a wonderful winter break, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.